Hey everyone, it's Tom from tomsgolder.com. I just wanted to send my thoughts and prayers to the victims of the YouTube HQ shooting. Just another senseless act of terror. I'm a 2A guy. I'm all about protecting, our Second Amendment rights. I don't think that's the way you stop this problem, is by taking away guns from the law-abiding citizens, but I do think that these folks are sick. They are very sick to have the ability to go into a place such as, the YouTube headquarters today, or, the Vegas shooter, or San Bernardino, whatever. These folks are terrorists. They are absolute sick people, willing and able to go in and just kill senselessly. It's so sickening. I just think that it's time that we put people in the place and in a way that they can go in and stop this, Even, I don't want to get into politics because that's what always happens with these incidents, but the last administration, they like to call these workplace violence. The current administration, who knows what they're going to call this. I think it's an act of terrorism. San Bernardino, terrorist. Fort Hood was a terrorist. All these things, these are terrorists. The Vegas shooter was a terrorist. They are causing terror and ensuing chaos and violence upon innocent people. I'm an Afghanistan veteran. I don't like to say I'm a combat veteran because I was a chaplain's assistant, but over there they like to strap bombs to little kids and blow people up, and we called them terrorists. Or they went and shot up a school. Well, we called them terrorists. Here, let's call them what they are. They're terrorists. Let's call them by name. They are terrorists. It doesn't matter if they're Muslim or not. It doesn't matter if they're any affiliation to any terrorist cell. They are a domestic terrorist. It doesn't have to be a Muslim to be a terrorist. I think that's disgusting that people can associate a race or anything with that. If that's the case, then the guy who blew up the Parenthood thing or shot up the Parenthood thing, he's a Christian, or so-called. Well, he's a terrorist too. So it's no different. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you do, or what color you are. If you do something like this, some heinous crime, you're a terrorist. And that's what they need to call it out by. But it's time to do action. We need to take action. We need to put individuals in schools that are trained to handle situations such as these. We need to put people at the front gate at YouTube with a wand, something. We can afford this stuff. This is a lot cheaper than the cost of those lives that they will never be made right. No matter if the doctors save those 3 individuals and get them back, they will always have to live with that. I'm sure they would much rather live with it than the alternative, but it's a tragedy that should never even get that far. That it's impossible to change the mindset of these mental folks who cannot, they can senselessly kill. You can't change their mindset. And making gun laws, well, that only affects folks like me who follow them. These people don't care. It's illegal to kill. They're killing. So they don't care about that. But it's time we put people in there with training, adequate training. The cost can't be too much. It can't. There's no cost for my life. There's no value. You can't put a value on my life. That's why I'm proud of the ability to defend myself and my family. But these places, workplaces, I used to work in a building that was full of people. God forbid if somebody ever walked in the door and had ill intent, I'd have been the first one trying to interfere. I guarantee you that. But I just don't understand why, we don't have people, security, in all those kind of places. Wand people down. Sure, they give up a little of their security or their freedom, but in that instance, it's acceptable. Or let people protect themselves. Give them the right to carry their own firearms, whatever. But you can't lock them in a building where they are helpless, such as those people today. And the kids in schools, our teachers. I feel, if I was a teacher, I would feel responsible for every single child in my classroom, and I hope that teachers all across the United States feel that way. Responsible for the safety and well-being of those children. And I hope that they stand in line the day they open up the training. Because I want teachers who want to protect my children. I want teachers like that football coach who laid down his life. I don't expect anybody to lay down their life for me or mine, but I want people who are willing to take the training to make themselves a hard target. I am sick of seeing people get mown down. I'm sick of seeing people die under these kind of situations, just like San Bernardino or the Pulse nightclub, where they're helpless. completely helpless. I just can't stand it. My thoughts and prayers go to the victims of the YouTube headquarters. But it's time. Put some people in the right places. Let's stop seeing these mass shootings. Those people won't walk into a building if they think they're going to get shot back at, I guarantee it. And if they do, they won't make it. Either way. God bless the United States of America, and my thoughts and prayers are certainly with you out there as you recover in the hospital, the general hospital. God be with you.